We're here at the corner of Valley and Runyon Streets with someone who has a solution for everything regarding solid waste. Right, Randy?
We'll give it our best shot.
This is Randy Atkinson, our solid waste director, and he does indeed have a solution for everything that you might possibly want to throw away or recycle. And this week, we're going to be talking about some of the events that are coming up.
Correct.
Quite a few, keeping Randy and his staff busy. And the first one is the concentrated multi-departmental event called Clean Sweep.
Correct.
So
yeah.
if you might explain what Clean Sweep is all
Sure.
about.
Like I said, it's a combination between Neighborhood Services Department as well as our department. It'll start on March 25th. The week of the 25th, the Neighborhood Services group goes out and hangs pamphlets on everybody's door. There's approximately 350 households in the area that we're doing. The following week, then my CAPS guys go through and will pick up anything and everything that's stacked out by the curb. It's a free, no charge pickup. And then the following week, Neighborhood Services comes back in, and anything that wasn't cleaned up the way they asked to have it done, then there could be citations issued or whatever goes on. But it's a combination of joint effort between two departments, and it's really a good deal. The locations of it is on East Grand from Grove to Mill Creek, and then Grove to Wade and Wise, and then Wise and Mill Creek at Broadway. So it's about 350 residents in that particular area. We had 3 scheduled for the year. The next one will be in July, of which the area we have already picked out is going to be the new annexation B area, which is Buena Vista and Lakeside out there, which we got new residents out there that have just now come into the city from the county, so we want to go out and kind of show them the services we provide and so forth. So it's a great project. It helps clean up neighborhoods and get yards cleaned up and so forth. So good
yes,
project.
and Clean Sweep has been in place for a number of years. As Randy says, it's led by Neighborhood Services.
Correct.
And with multiple departments involved. In fact, Animal Services gets involved if there are any animal control issues in the neighborhood. Police and fire might get involved in case there are fire code violations, for example.
Right.
All departments work together, and at the end result really produces neighborhood pride.
That's
because
correct.
there is a noticeable difference in
Yeah.
that neighborhood.
And we try, I think, Neighborhood Services usually contacts us, and we all discuss what areas we feel like are the best to work in.
Mm-hmm.
And we try to spread it around to each district, if we can, so that, we're not just concentrating in one particular area. We try to do it all over town. So.
Yes, and it really isn't punitive either. It's more educational because, as Randy says, the first week, Neighborhood Services is
Right.
providing information door to door
Right.
that helps people understand. They may not realize that they are not up to code in certain areas, and they may not realize all the great services that you and other departments have to offer.
It's a good project.
So now that we've covered Clean Sweep pretty much, we're going to go on to the next big event that you are scheduling for the entire community. People can't wait for it every year, and we're talking about Spring Fling.
That is probably the biggest event we put on every year, Spring Fling. It's where, as you see in the background, a roll-off container. We set around 2 in each district. We have 2 locations in each district, so basically there's 11 locations. And the reason there's only 11, the big one out at Lakeside actually covers 2. But it's basically from 8 a.m. on a Saturday till roughly 3 to 4 o'clock on Saturday. Then the following day on Sunday, same thing, 8 to 3 or 4. We try to close down around 3:30 or 4 so we can get all wrapped up, staff get done. But this is April the 27th and 28th, not February. April 27th and 28th. You can bring any and everything and offload into the container, with the exception, we do not accept tires and we do not accept household hazardous waste.
Mm-hmm.
But it's a great event, opportunity for you to clean out that shed that you've been saying, man, I want to get rid of this stuff, and now you've got a way to do it.
They don't need to be sentimental anymore. They get serious
That's
about their
right.
spring cleaning.
If they want to get rid of it, they can get rid of it. And I'm going to give you the locations because there's so many I can't remember them outright, but at GB Services, which is on East Grand Avenue, the old lot north of Majestic on Cedar Glades. We've had to move up there because we lost our previous location. At the admin offices for the high school at Linwood Street, the Coca-Cola, they've volunteered their parking lot over on Market Street we now locate at. The corner of Valley and Runyon, which where we're at right now, Chattanooga Park. Then we do the Hot Springs Airport parking lot, which is one of our bigger locations. We do the Hot Springs Middle School. And then we have set up at the high school. With all the construction going on there, we'll actually relocate further on down the road to the last parking lot at the high school. And then, of course, we're out at Lakeside and Oakline Magnet School. So there's plenty of areas to cover. Now, this will be the first year that we've ever done it with Oakland's change and extending the races, and considered delaying it, but after talking and so forth, the discussion was, well, if they come early enough, they can miss the race traffic, or the people should be aware of how to get around behind the scene to come into our locations, which is a high school and Oakland Magnet School over in that area.
Because you get going early in the morning, correct?
Oh, absolutely. My staff is there starting at 8 o'clock. We do have a lot of residents that show up, as soon as the roll-off set on site, they're there waiting on it to offload. So
that's because they're pumped. They can't wait to clean up their households.
That's right, and it's a good, it's really a good project for the city household.
What about brush, Randy? Can people bring brush?
No, we do not want to collect brush because we do provide that in our CAP service for city residents only. They can put their brush curbside and we'll pick it up. All they have to do is call in the caps and we'll schedule them. So,
I wanted to mention that because sometimes people bring brush.
Yeah, the brush, the tires, and the household hazardous waste. Those are the few things that we do have to turn away. But the rest of it, refrigerators, stoves, TVs, anything like that they can bring. Now, as far as on the TVs, electronic e-waste, I'd prefer if they could. Right across the street here on Runyon Street is our recycle center that we collect e-waste 5 days a week from 7 to 7:30. So they have that avenue to get rid of their e-waste.
Right, and one last comment about Spring Fling. You say your staff is all hands on deck that day.
Correct.
They are so helpful. So if you have a carload or a truckload and you need some help unloading it, the staff is there to kind of coordinate things, right,
That's
Randy?
correct. And if they've got, like, say, a refrigerator or stove that you're not going to pick up and throw in this container, they can set it on the ground, and we'll have a CAPS truck. Our CAPS truck run to the various locations throughout the day, and they can come and pick it up, and set it over in the container. So,
yes,
we're very user-friendly.
As long as you get it to the same location.
That's correct.
You're good.
That's right.
Okay, Spring Fling, that puts a smile on everybody's faces because they love that event. Okay, we'll also talk about household hazardous waste for a minute. You are continuing to hold a collection event, right?
Correct. This is sponsored by the Solid Waste District. They actually pay for this, the household hazardous waste. It'll be held May the 11th. From 8 to 1 at the Garland County Fairgrounds, and it's free to the public. I think last year we had in the neighborhood of 350 vehicles come through. We collect paints, household chemicals, anything hazardous waste they can bring out. We collect tires, but we do ask that they leave the rims off the tires, and we do have our e-waste trailer sitting out there as well. So we actually collect 3 different things, and it's all free to the public from 8 a.m. to 1 p.m. Garland County Fairgrounds, Saturday only, May the 11th.
And tires is huge because there are so many tires in our community that get illegally dumped. We need people to bring them to this event, and it's passenger tires only, correct? Not commercial?
Correct. Well, you can bring commercial truck tires, but we don't take like big tractor tires,
Okay,
say off
there
of
you go.
backhoes or whatever. But I think last year we filled up 12 or 13 roll-offs full of tires. So a lot of people get rid of a lot of stuff. Now, if somebody rolls in with 2 huge trailer-loaded tires, I'm gonna question whether they're actually residential tires or is it some business trying to bring their tires in, because there's an avenue for businesses to get rid of their tires through a program that ADEQ sponsors. So, but it's a good event as well, and we look forward to it every year.
Well, Randy, we've covered all kinds of avenues for people to properly dispose of anything that they could have around their home or in their neighborhood that they no longer wish to have.
Yeah.
They can bring it, and all of these events are free.
That's correct.
Offered at no charge at
They
all.
are. The Spring Fling and the Household Hazardous Waste event, of course, are sponsored by the Solid Waste District. So it's a good event, and we look forward to it every year.
Well, city residents have great opportunities to dispose and to recycle, and thanks always to you and your staff for just doing a great job.
We appreciate it. Thank you very much.
Certainly. Well, it's going to be a busy spring heading into summer. That's the time that people want to spruce up their homes and their properties. So please take advantage of these events. And if you have any questions, call Solid Waste at 321-6911.
Right.
Next week, we'll bring you more city news.